So breaking down what your numbers were, you had the Airbnb side, commercial side, residential side. What kind of numbers are we talking when you break everything down?
So if we were to look at it from 2019 year end kind of breakdown, I would say, and again, our Airbnb business is very seasonal, right? So
Mhm.
we're running 7 days a week from May pretty much through September, and then it drops off the cliff, which is okay. It's everybody needs to kind of catch their breath. But if I were to look at it over the year of 2019, about 70% of our revenue is coming from Two Maids and a Mop, recurring customers. Those are houses that we're in every week, every other week, maybe once a month. And so that's primarily where we're getting it. And then also some one-time customers. We're doing move-in, move-outs, deep cleanings, or, hey, my mother-in-law is coming to visit. Can you come clean the house? We do a ton of that. So I'd say 70% comes from there. About 15 to 20% comes from Airbnbs. And then the balance is coming from the commercial, as well as we're also offering a fogging service, a disinfecting fogging service. So that is starting to kind of take some root now, which is good.
Yeah, before I forget, one of the questions that I'm curious about is how has the record low mortgage rates and the hot real estate market, how has that affected business?
Yeah, so we work with a ton of realtors, and that market, as you guys know, is hot, right? So money is cheap, and people are looking to buy houses left and right. The biggest problem with the housing market is inventory in general, and a lot of my Airbnb customers are taking advantage of that market, and what they're doing is they're putting their homes up for sale, which is great. We've got an established relationship with those folks, so we essentially prepare those houses, deep clean them, for lack of a better term, stage them, because we already have all the blankets and things like that. So we stage those houses. But it has become fast and furious, right? So people are selling houses or putting their house on the market, and they need it clean now. We're going to show it this weekend. When can you get in? So we have had some scheduling issues where, hey, listen, we're booked out right now for 2 weeks, which is great. It's a great problem to have, but I'd really like to be able to tell those folks, yeah, I've got some availability, and we can bring you on. But it's that market has blown up, and we have seen the impact.
So how do you, when someone calls and says, hey, I need you to clean this, and you can't fulfill that order fast enough, you have to tell them 2 weeks. How do you communicate that so that you don't lose the business?
So the way I kind of handle that, Zach, is really, I want to give back, right? I want to take care of people who are starting their businesses or learning this business and things along those lines. So I work with a handful of smaller cleaning companies who I have somewhat of a mentor relationship with. And if I can't do it, usually my question is, all right, first question, when do you need it done? I need it done this week. All right, well, that's probably not happening unless we have a cancellation. And if they need a rock solid, like, yeah, we can do it. Now, so, all right, here's like 3 other organizations or 3 other people that I trust and that I do business with. So let me reach out to them and see if they have any availability. If they do, can I share your contact information with them? I mean, my point is this: I don't care if I never do business with you. All right, I would love to, right? But I would also like to establish a good relationship with you. Whereas if you need anything, and again, from a painter to a plumber to a carpet guy, whatever, I hope we can establish enough trust that if you need anything, you'll reach out to me, and that whoever I recommend is going to be a trustworthy, licensed, bonded, insured individual who's going to do good work. At the end of the day, if I end up cleaning for you in a year or 2 years, that's great. But hopefully everything I've given you up to that point has been useful for you. So we tend to work with a lot of other organizations, and if I can't do it, I'm going to hand it off. I mean, I want to take care of that individual, make sure that they don't have to worry about scrambling, because right now, if you search cleaners in the area, you're going to get a ton of people. Mm-hmm. And those people might have started their company last week or 2 weeks ago. So I don't want to give them business because, as far as I'm concerned, they're not vetted yet. So let me give you some people that I've vetted already.